Dear noble community, this evening we'll be practicing 30 minutes of guided sitting meditation. After that, we'll be practicing the 5 mindfulness trainings recitation. And finally, we'll end with a Dharma talk given by Thầy. So please find yourself a comfortable posture. Make sure your back is upright. Your shoulders relax. You may like to close your eyes, or if you feel a bit sleepy, you can open your eyes halfway, looking at the ground or the tip of your nose. Those who are sitting on a bench or on a chair, you can place both your feet on the ground or on the cushion. Make sure your back is not leaning against the back of the wall or the back of the chair. And those who are sitting on a cushion, you may like to sit 1/3 of the cushion. Make sure both your knees are touching the mat or the floor. And in that way, you establish 3 points, your 2 knees and your bottom as your foundation. Your hands can be placed on your lap or on your knees. And once you establish your posture, I would like to invite you to come back to your breathing. As you breathe in, you recognize this is your in-breath. And as you breathe out, you recognize this is your out-breath. There's no need to force our breathing. If we know we have a long breath, let it be a long breath. If we know we have a short breath, let it be a short breath. There's no need to extend it or shorten our breath, but let it naturally come in and come out. You may like to place your hand on your abdomen to follow the rise and fall of your breathing. Throughout the session, you may have some thoughts arise in your mind. You may be distracted by the noises around you. You can simply acknowledge it. Acknowledge that thought, that sound, and come back to your breathing. We don't have to put all our attention into that, but when we know that we are being distracted, right away we come back to our breathing. Invite them in, let them stay, and let it go. And return back to your breathing. If during the session you start to feel some pain in your legs, please feel free to readjust your posture. And as you readjust your posture, keep your concentration, your mindfulness as you change your posture. In this guided meditation, I will be reading some phrases, and in those phrases there are some key words that you can use in your meditation. So we begin with 3 sounds of the bell. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slowly. Deep, slow. Breathing in, aware of my body. Breathing out, I relax my whole body. Aware of body, relaxing body. Breathing in, my mind is calm. Breathing out, I smile. Calm, smiling. Dwelling in the present moment, I breathe in, enjoying the present moment. I breathe out, being present, enjoying. Dear brothers and sisters, please take some time to release and massage your legs. So dear brothers and sisters, our next activity will be the 5 mindfulness trainings recitation. Usually the first week of every month we have a practice of listening to the 5 mindfulness trainings. And those who have taken it or who have not taken it, it gives us a chance to come together as a community to listen to each training. And these trainings are not set of rules, but they are a guide to help us in our daily life. Brings us happiness for us, and as well we generate happiness to many others. So please listen carefully and attentively as I read the trainings, and please follow along. So we'll begin with one sound of the bell to begin. Brothers and sisters, please listen. The 5 mindfulness trainings are the basis for a happy life. They have the capacity to protect life and to make it beautiful and worth living. They are also the door that opens to enlightenment and liberation. Please listen to each mindfulness training and answer yes silently every time you see that you have made an effort to study, practice, and observe the mindfulness training read. The first mindfulness training, Reverence for Life. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I am committed to cultivating the insight of interbeing and compassion and learning ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I am determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to support any act of killing in the world, in my thinking or in my way of life. Seeing that harmful actions arise from anger, fear, greed, and intolerance, which in turn come from dualistic and discriminative thinking, I will cultivate openness, non-discrimination, and non-attachment to views in order to transform violence, fanaticism, dogmatism in myself and in the world. This is the first of the 5 mindfulness trainings. Have you made an effort to study and practice it during the past month? The second mindfulness training, true happiness. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression. I am committed to practicing generosity in my thinking, speaking, and acting. I am determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. And I will share my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in need. I will practice looking deeply to see that the happiness and suffering of others are not separate from my own happiness and suffering, and that true happiness is not possible without understanding and compassion, and that running after wealth, fame, power, and sensual pleasures can bring much suffering and despair. I am aware that happiness depends on my mental attitude and not on external conditions, and that I can live happily in the present moment simply by remembering that I already have more than enough conditions to be happy. I am committed to practicing right livelihood so that I can help reduce the suffering of living beings on earth and stop contributing to climate change. This is the second of the 5 mindfulness trainings. Have you made an effort to study, practice, and observe it during the past month? The third mindfulness training, true love. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I am committed to cultivating responsibility and learning ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I am determined not to engage in sexual relations without true love and a deep long-term commitment made known to my family and friends. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. Seeing that body and mind are one, I am committed to learning appropriate ways to take care of my sexual energy and cultivating loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness, which are the 4 basic elements of true love, for my greater happiness and the greater happiness of others. Practicing true love, we know that we will continue beautifully into the future. This is the third of the 5 mindfulness trainings. Have you made an effort to study and practice it during the past month? The 4th mindfulness training, loving speech and deep listening. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I am committed to cultivating loving speech and compassionate listening in order to relieve suffering and to promote reconciliation and peace in myself and among other people, ethnic and religious groups and nations. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I am committed to speaking truthfully using words that inspire confidence, joy, and hope. When anger is manifesting in me, I am determined not to speak. I will practice mindful breathing and walking in order to recognize and to look deeply into my anger. I know that the roots of anger can be found in my wrong perceptions and lack of understanding of the suffering in myself and in the other person. I will speak and listen in a way that can help myself and the other person to transform suffering and see the way out of difficult situations. I am determined not to spread news that I do not know to be certain and not to utter words that can cause division or discord. I will practice right diligence to nourish my capacity for understanding, love, joy, and inclusiveness and gradually transform anger, violence, and fear that lie deep in my consciousness. This is the fourth of the 5 mindfulness trainings. Have you made an effort to study and practice it during the past month? The 5th mindfulness training, nourishment and healing. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I am committed to cultivating good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will practice looking deeply into how I consume the 4 kinds of nutriments, namely edible foods, sense impressions, volition, and consciousness. I am determined not to gamble or to use alcohol, drugs, or any other products which contain toxins, such as certain websites, electronic games, TV programs, films, magazines, books, and conversations. I will practice coming back to the present moment, to be in touch with the refreshing, healing, and nourishing elements in me and around me, not letting regrets and sorrow drag me back into the past, nor letting anxieties, fear, or craving pull me out of the present moment. I am determined not to try to cover up loneliness, anxiety, or other suffering by losing myself in consumption. And I will contemplate interbeing and consume in a way that preserves peace, joy, and well-being in my body and consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family, my society, and the earth. This is the 5th of the 5 mindfulness trainings. Have you made an effort to study and practice it during the past month? Brothers and sisters, we have recited the 5 mindfulness trainings, the foundation for happiness for the individual, the family, and society. We should recite them regularly so that our study and practice of the 5 mindfulness trainings can deepen day by day. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Please take some time to release and massage your legs as we wait for Thai to come out. Thank you.
Good evening, my brothers, sisters, friends. Today is Friday, November the 6th, year of 2020. Welcome to our weekly meditation session. How are you this evening? Did you keep yourself healthy, safety? First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude to all of you who take your precious time and never stop practice. Even at the pandemic time breaking out, we are unable to attend as a group, but you all still keep your practice at home. And also I would like to thank my monastics. They have been very helpful for me during the past 7 months. Of course, they have helped me a lot, but during this breakout time that we have a lot of people not working, they don't go anywhere, and we do have a lot of program from the temple, and we do live stream online, and they have on time that they live stream and update all the technicians, so we all can attend the session even we are home. And lately all the monastics, they try to take care the Friday classes. Not because I'm lazy, because I need their help, and also I want to have this chance, so all the young monastics, it's time for them to start their practice, their sharing, and I am only backup. So have been long time I haven't have a chance to meet all of you, so I'm very happy to come out tonight to see all of you, and just to send my greeting and to see you're very, I'm very happy to see everyone again. Just about 1 hour before I come out here, there was a young friend who was just about 18 years old, a call from United States. And he has been a little bit lost, and he told me that he needs my help because he feel that he get lost. He feel that he doesn't have a religion, but this is something he do not want. He does not want, because he thinks that as a person who live in this life, we must have a religion. So in this kind of, in this point, I understand that he think religion is a belief, something you believe in, and which is not wrong. But what can we believe? How we believe, so that can nourish us. Because if let's say if you believe that the Buddha is a saint, a holy person who can bless, then we try to do a lot of worshiping, but nothing happens, then we will lose our faith, our belief. If you believe that Thầy able to solve all your problems, Thầy will always have time for me and always will listen to my problems. And of course, after he listens to my problems, he will have a solution. So one day you try to take a day off to see Thầy, and after you share everything and nothing happened, you completely collapse. You're disappointed because what you have belief in Thầy in many days has been gone because he did not help me at all. So it's that we can believe in that way, but a little bit danger. If something not happen as what we expected, then we may lose our belief easily. So that's why I want to inform. When we talk about religion, we talk about belief. But what is the right belief about Buddha, about Dharma, about Sangha? I do not dare to try to define the word belief in other belief. I focusing to what Buddhists talk about believing. So first of all, we believe in the Buddha. And we have to make sure that we believe that the Buddha is a teacher. The teacher who have lot of compassion, loving kindness, and understanding. In this person that we call Buddha is the awakened one. In this awakened one, he has full of loving kindness and understanding. We believe his teachings that able to bring us to the shore of happiness, to allow us to see the truth of this life, so in order to keep us normal. When we talk about negatives and positives, doesn't mean we try to unease ourselves, but we try to help us to understand the true facts of life so we can keep us in a neutral way, in balancing. We believe that the Sangha, the community, if we practice well enough, and this community will be stronger each day. For example, our family is a Sangha. But how can we practice to keep our Sangha healthy? We try to create something and we try to protect that. For example, we have the body, then we need to protect the body. We need to keep the body in a healthy condition. We try to keep our family in a healthy condition. But if we have no instruction, no way, no path, then and we only have the intent, the ideal, but we don't have the right path, the right instruction, how to do it. So sometimes we do have an ideal, the idea of helping, but we have no hint, no way. So Dharma is the way. Dharma is the path. Dharma is the instruction, how to help our ideal become real. So first of all, in China, in Chinese, when they write the word Tao, the path, the way, and in this word, they have one syllable, like what they call your step, in the word path. Because Chinese, they used to combine by many other words to become one word. So the word path in China, in Chinese, they have a small word there and one word that combined in this path, walking, stepping. You want to keep your belief, you want to keep your path, you must keep walking and working. A person who's still active, that means this person is still active. They still can talk, they still can walk, they still can sit. So any person who's still active, what do we call? A living person. If we cannot moving, we cannot active. We are sick, we are disabled, or we died. So the way, keep going, keep moving. So in the past 7 months, are we keep moving? Even the whole world stopping. We stop working, we stopping go out, but we never stop living. Anytime that we continue to live. So if we cannot go out, let's stay inside. We cannot stay inside. What is the word stay inside mean? Reflection, self-reflection. What can we do? So that's why in the word path, there is another word in there. Liberation. You liberate yourself from all conditions. That is the path. That is religion. So in the Buddhist explanation, religion is not something you only believe, you worshiping towards someone. But in the word religion, path, there are many things that we should self-reflection, keep moving, keep working, keep walking, see things through. Those are all called the path. If we can see things clearly, it is a religion. Because you see things clearly, you see your way. For example, even you drive at night, but if you cannot see your road, how can you drive? So even you drive in the night, you still must see your path. So no matter what condition, you don't know what to do, you're stuck. For example, we know that we are not feeling well today. Then we must know what to do to keep you get better. Find some medication. Take some rest. So when you know yourself and you find the way to help yourself, it is a belief, it is the path, it is the practice. So religion in Buddhist term means keep practice. For example, I saw some of the sign in the public place lately since the COVID time. Practice distance. Usually we get close to each other, we never keep distance. But now we have a special condition, so this is something we need to practice. We need to practice, put on our mask. We need to learn to get a habit, wash your hands regularly. This is not usual, but because we have facing a difficult time, then we need to learn something as not normal, like wash hands, wear mask, keep distance. In the past, whenever you want to visit anyone in the hospital, easily, you just walk in or you go to the front desk, ask the number, give the name. They allow you to come in. But now, if we want to go to the hospital to visit someone, we must report our name, our phone number. We answer the whole list of questions. We just have a new mask in our car, but when we get into the building of the hospital, we must throw that mask. We have to have their mask that they provide us. So we understand. No complaint, I know. Because we all have difficult time in this. So there are some rules that need to be set up. If you can adapt, you are practicing religion. You know this is the way, there is no other way. I'm okay, I'm healthy, yes, but this is the way now. This is the way how you come to a public place. This is the way how you live in the COVID time. So we always have the way. But the thing is, do you yourself, do you able to adapt with the way? The way is always there. But can we adapt with the way? And then if we can adapt, we live freely. And this is what we call Tao, religion. So when we are worshiping, when we are making the commitments, we are not commitments with someone who just sit there without any words. But we need to come in front of the Buddha, just like a symbol. But when you raise your voice of declaration, you commitment with yourself. I will take thee to be my lawful wedded husband, to be my lawful wedded wife. You don't talk to him. You're talking to each other, and you're talking to yourself. But because these commitments come from yourself. So when we talk about the vows, when we talk about the commitment, make sure we understand these vows are for us. For example, when we are reading the 5 mindfulness training, aware of the suffering caused by destruction of life, I vow to cultivate my loving kindness, not to kill, not to encourage any acts of killing, even in the way of life or in the way of thinking. Why we need to do this? Because we understand why we need to make this commitment, why we need to keep this practice. Because if we do not have this practice, life will be more difficult, will be more suffering. In Vietnam right now, in the past 3 weeks, in the center of Vietnam, there are a few storms, disasters, big rain, flooding, thousands of houses gone, thousands of families full of water. They have to face all of difficulties, but they never stop living. So they try to stand up and find a way to live. So when we talk about religion, do not, try to clog up the word religion as what we think is a belief. But we need to bring the word religion into a real life. If you can live your life, if you can live your life with all your attention, and that is religion. So first of all, religion is the path. And as I mentioned, you do not know which way to come here. You cannot come to this hall and sit here. You must know which door to come in, which entrance to come up, where to sit. We always live with the ways. And before we have the session, we try to share how to sit properly, how to breathe, how to maintain your mindfulness. What is this? Instruction. If you want to do a proper meditation, you must know how to do it. So we never live without instruction. Even you drive every day, but the instruction is open your car, get in your car, put your key in, step by steps. So we never stop using the instruction in everything in daily life. We never stop looking for the way. And we never stop moving, active. We all live in the religion. We all live in the path. But sometimes we never know about that. Religion is just like our breath. If we stop breathing, we die. If we do not live with all the instruction we have, then things cannot move. Things cannot be success, be complete. So, religion is the path according to the practice. Our responsibility. We all have a responsibility to take care. Let's say if you are the son, you have this responsibility as a son to your parents. If you are a husband, you have a responsibility to be a husband. If you are a wife, you still have your responsibility. So we all have our own responsibility, and we should take good care for that responsibility. Let's say you are the father. And in March and April, you didn't go to work. But you stay home. But you have to do it in such a way that you still can manage your financial situation, your family, make sure your children still attend school, stuff like that. So even they cannot go to school, we have to set a time to be with them when they school online. So we all have responsibility. So if you're able to live with your responsibility, you are living in the religion, the path, the way. And more than that, we all have the nature of love, of understanding, of forgiving. If we're able to live with all of that good nature, we are living in the religion. There is a man who came to ask for the practice. He asked the master, "Master, what is religion? What is the way to practice?" The master answered, "Keep your mind in neutral." How come? Because sometimes when we cannot live in neutral, sometimes we're extremely happy, sometimes we're extremely not happy. So our mind always up and down all the time. So even you live in the church, even you live in the temple, which is what you call religious place, but your mind is not balanced. And what happened? You far away from your religion. you fall away from your belief and your practice. This is the way. You don't accept it, you suffer. This is the way. You can adapt it, you feel better. For example, right now, many senior homes, we are not allowed to come in without any good reason. Or if you want to bring something to your loved one in any senior home, you just live in the front desk. And they will take care because they do not want us to affect the health of the seniors. Why? My mom lived there, my dad lived there. Yes, we ask you to stay away from them. That means we try to protect them. If we don't take this path this way, we just, make things more difficult. We just make the way more jam and more blocked. So sometimes we have to adjust ourselves. When it is the green light, you can drive. It is the red light, we must stop. If you don't care about the light, you just keep going, you got into accident. You will make others injury if you do not know, if you do not try to stop yourself. Do not continue to go. You must stop. Let others go. This is the rule of life. This is the rule of driving. So if we can adjust ourselves, if we live together, one person get mad, we have to be calm. Because if they get mad, they yell. And we also got mad, we yell. Then nothing will be happen. And what happened? Problems will be happen. Peace will never happen. So something will be happen, whether it's positive or negative, it depends on us. If anything happen, yes, it is happen. But if you want a major happen or just a minor happen, it depends on, do we know how to back up, stop, and keep going? When? If we can reflection all of that, we are on the right track of the practice of understanding the word religion, the path, the belief. Sometimes we believe in the Buddha, but we do not practice what the Buddha taught. The Buddha said, watch your language before you speak up, but we never watched. We just keep going. When we get angry, we just keep going. I don't care. And if that person don't care, we need to be care. I do care. Sometimes we do care for something, but we're focusing to that, but we forgot many things that smaller. The minor things can bring to the major thing. So I just want to share more about more details about what the word religion. So we do not block ourselves in one definition only. It's belief. If we just stop right there, then we still have a religion, but we are not happy at all. We cannot benefit anything from the religion that we believe in. But if you understand the word religion, belief, and how to make this belief become real, become something that reality in life. And this will make us more happy. Isn't that we live in the religion in the past 7 months? No matter what happened in life, we still can fit in, we still can adapt, we still can go along with. We never detach religions because we understand this is facts of life. Usually when we have headache, I only need 2 pills of Tylenol. But this time I need to take 4, of course, because your body needs 4. No. In the past I only took 2. So I only need 2. That means you do not know, we do not have enough knowledge about our sickness, our body. When I step out and Brother Michael asked the Sangha to stand up to greeting Thầy, and I saw some brother, very slowly, and looked like their legs still numb. So I try to signal, they don't have to stand up, because I don't want them to fall. So next time, make sure we know that the Sangha need a little bit more time, because they are getting old now. Even me. So we need to know ourselves. And once we can understand, we know ourselves, we know the others. Very practical. So that's why, how come the Buddha can give all kind of advices? Because the Buddha always put himself in someone's situation. If I am him, I may do the same. So that's why I can understand. And because I understand him, so I can forgive him easily. I can accept him easily. I can embrace him easily. And slowly we turn this quiet world into the world of quiet, the world of peace. Actually, everything depends on how we view things, how we take things. We all have eyes, but we have different ways that we view things in life. I look at it, that's fine. But some people, no, why? It's not right. You see, same looking, but somebody okay with that, somebody happy with that, somebody not happy with that. We have to say our heart have same place, be same, but we feel things differently. I feel that's okay. I don't feel that's right. I don't feel it's right. I feel it's right. I feel happy with that. Oh, I don't feel happy with that. We all have the same heart. But when we look at something, we feel differently. And because we understand about that, that's why we need to be balancing ourselves, adjust ourselves in order to accept more than expect. And when you can accept things in that way, you can bring things together. Each of us, we are just like a teacher who have a lot of students in that class. But as a teacher, we cannot expect all our students have to be perfect. If they are perfect, they may not stay in this class. They may move to a higher one. And because that their level is this much, that's why they're in this grade. And also because they're in this grade, they're also not the same. Some students are very good in attention. Some students are not. Some students are, listening carefully, follow all the instruction. Some students are not. And they are our students. Parents the same. We have few kids, but none of them the same. And what do? We have to take them all. We have to accept them all exactly as who they are. But if we can accept as who they are, they will take us. This is the true love. So as a saint, as a holy person, we say that in Buddhism we are the students of the Buddha. In Catholic they say, we are all the son and the daughter of God. But no matter who we are, God still accepts that we are their daughters and their sons. No matter who we are, the Buddha still accepts us. You are my students. And I know that just because you are not transformed yet. These people who are transformed, these are on the way to transform. These not yet. But you all have the intent of transformation. That's why you are coming here. When we are driving, if we are a new driver, there is no way that this for new driving, this for old one. No, they all drive. But if we look at the new driver, we are not happy the way they drive. But that reminds, you know what, 10 years ago when I just drive, I'm similar the same. None of us become perfect on the first time. And if we can understand that, we can take people easily. And this is the practicing of religion. We believe everybody can be changed. And because we believe that, we believe in all people can be transformed, then you believe in a religion, right? Religion is the path to transform, to change people. And we believe that they will change. And that will help your belief stronger. So now, religion, believing is not only a term, but it was the way of living. We bring all of that into daily practice. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your listening. And I hope that you all stay healthy and safety, and make your time to attend Friday session with the monastics. And your practice also nourish a lot too, because we know that you still are practicing with us, and we will try our best also to practice and also to bring our practice to share with you.